Hey guys, Anthony, 4 Diesel. Just a video I want to show you. You see a lot of people on Facebook putting up their photos and stuff. Oh look, you know, this is in my intake, you know, 300,000 Ks or whatever, or 200 or 400. Oh, it's not too bad. Well, from there it doesn't look too bad. This is what we find. Early days, you know, up to say 150,000 Ks, the worst of the fouling generally will be around the EGR valve, right? So that's where that lump is in there. We got the elbow off on the bench, so that's in that area there. So you want the worst of it to be around the EGR valve or a little bit into this elbow. Worst case scenario down to that end, and then it starts to clear up as you look into the manifold. This one's done higher Ks, and this is what we see typically. So it's not just this one. Remember, there's many of these we see, and I'm giving you information on what we see typically. What's happened with this one, as the engines get higher in Ks, they also get more blow-by. That's why you can see it's, you know, fairly wet in there. And what that does, the oil in the intake actually pushes all that dry soot through. Instead of being up here, it gets pushed down, down, down into the manifold. So then you've got a situation where instead of just being on the EGR valve where you can clean it and put the solution in place, you need to maybe, well, not need to, let's not use the word need to. The car was running fine, so it doesn't need a manifold clean, but for you to be satisfied, you may want the manifold clean if you saw what it looked like. Because look, here, it doesn't look too bad. Here, it looks a bit worse, but look, have a good look in there, you know. See if I can line it up for you. All right. Not too bad. Let's go over to the vehicle, right? Here we are. Okay, so hard to get the camera in there. I'm going to do my best. That looks pretty average. So what's happened is, and it may be limited to that area just there, but it's all sort of pushed down into the manifold. That's not what you want. So get to it early, clean your EGRs, is my advice. Get in there, do it yourself, whatever, right? Just take, on the 120, take the intercooler off. On the 150, just the intake piping. It is quite fiddly, there's a lot of nuts and bolts. You don't want to wreck anything, forget anything. Take your time. I can't do all of them, so you need to get in there. You can take your car to someone, unless it's someone that we approve, that, you know, we know there's a few people we know that do good work. You know, you just got to be careful your vehicle doesn't get butchered. And the reason I say that, we see a lot of this all the time. People doing rough work and, you know, nuts and bolts missing, tight, loose, broken clamps, or you name it. You know, this is not what it's about. What this is about, I'm just showing you, if you leave it too long, this is what you're going to see. It's going to be pushed well down into the manifold, and then you'll go, oh, you know, now you got to pull. You don't have to pull the manifold off. It's still open. It's still going to breathe. It's actually laid in areas that don't matter, if you know what I mean. It's kind of smoothed out the manifold. So where the holes were, there's kind of like a pit for it, if you know what I mean. So it's still going to be smooth fine. So what we'll do, we'll have a closer look at this one. We'll pull what we can out. Anyway, guys, got to go. I will speak to you later.